I flew from Zurich to New York's JFK Airport on Delta One. The plane was a Boeing 767-400ER, and the flight number was 53. I sat in seat 6A, a window seat. I will give a brief overview of the flight, the airport lounge, and will rate various categories at the end of the video. I spent about 2 hours in the lounge at Zurich Airport. It looked quite new and had 2 sides of lounge chairs, a row of desks down the middle, and a food station at one end. I thought I would get some breakfast, but I have to say it was one of the worst food displays I've seen at an airport. It had a little of everything, and I mean a little. 1 choice of egg, 1 choice of meat, fruit cocktail, and some cereals. The lounge was nice and fairly quiet, but I wouldn't plan on filling up on food there. I left about 45 minutes before my flight was leaving. When I arrived at the gate, it was already boarding. I was ushered to the Group 1 lane and was on the plane in about 10 minutes. The Delta One class cabin is in a 1-2-1 configuration. There is quite a bit of privacy in each cubicle. The cabin feels spacious with a somewhat high ceiling. The overhead bin space is plentiful. Each person seems to have their own bin. When you arrive, your seat looks like this, with a comforter and pillow bag, an amenity kit, and slippers. There's a little cubby where there is a secure water bottle and headphones. I really like this cubby. I could stick my laptop, amenity kit, and a few of my own items in it. On previous Delta One flights, I had a hard time finding a place to put any personal items. The leg space is very long. There is an international electrical outlet and USB port next to the headphone jack. The buttons to operate the seat were conveniently located on your side. There were additional buttons to adjust lighting in your suite. There was a large side table, which was plenty wide to place multiple items, including drinks and your laptop. The tray table was hidden in the side table, and you had to push it to release it, then pull it out. It was one of the easier tray tables to operate that I have seen. It was also a relatively large table that slid forward and back. The TV and entertainment were excellent. The screen was larger than most, and I loved the fact that you didn't have to use a remote control when the seat was flat. The touch screen is much simpler than navigating a remote control. As is usual on Delta flights, there is an abundance of entertainment options from movies, TV shows, games, and music. The amenity kit came in a handy, reusable zippered pouch and included lotion, lip balm, eye mask, earplugs, pen, toothbrush, toothpaste, and socks. I was happy to see the socks, which I used with the slippers when using the toilet. The toilet was quite small, just enough room for you to stand. It had no additional amenities. Shortly after we were up in the air, they started the food service. I had pre-ordered pork, which came with a tasty but lukewarm soup, gnocchi, cabbage, smoked salmon, salad, and bread. The meat was a bit tough, but the gravy made up for the dryness. It was one of the better meals I've had on a flight, but that's not saying much since I've had some arguably horrible meals on some airlines. They distributed a menu, but most people had ordered in advance. There was a wine, beverage, beer, and spirits list included. So let's talk about the seat, the main reason we spend the extra money. This was one of the best designs I have seen on Delta One. The foot space narrows slightly, but not into a little triangle as I've seen on other flights. The seat width was fine for me, but I can't say I had much extra space. When you lay the seat flat, it does a good job of truly getting flat, although just slightly tilted down at the feet. The various sections didn't make it lumpy. They gave you a pillow wide enough to cover the expanse of the seat. There was no pad for the bed, but it was comfy enough. The comforter was lightweight, which I prefer. Because this flight left at 1:30 p.m., I wasn't that interested in sleeping, although I did lay flat and nap a couple times. The seat allowed me to fully stretch out and remain comfortable throughout the flight. In the flight attendant area, they had a snack basket where you could grab a few things if you got hungry. I thought the menu listed a pre-arrival snack including pizza. However, I never saw it. Perhaps I missed it, or it was only when people requested it. The flight arrived on time and the service was attentive. So overall, this is how I would rate the experience. 1 being lousy, 10 being outstanding. Lounge, 7. Although the lounge had some nice, comfortable seating and workstations, I thought the food was below mediocre. Boarding, 10. No problems here. Cabin layout, 10. The cabin felt very open with somewhat high ceilings. Everyone in business class had access to the aisles, which was great. The privacy was better than on other Delta One flights. Amenities, 9. All the amenities were fine. There wasn't necessarily anything special, but they did provide a large pillow and both socks and slippers. Food, 8. I thought the food was not bad, which is a step up from other flight meals. I doubt I will ever give food on a flight a full 10 points, so this is a good score. Seat, 9. The design of the seat was one of the best I have encountered. I think the layout and operations of the suite were top-notch. I was very pleased. Service, 10. A friendly and efficient staff from beginning to end. Entertainment, 10. The TV screen was responsive, large, easy to navigate, and had an abundance to offer. Delta generally excels in this area. Web app and problem solving, 10. Out of all the airlines I have flown, I appreciate Delta's online and customer service experience. You can easily access the website to make changes or find information. The app will send you notifications and options if you have a flight delay, and they have customer service counters at the airport and sometimes in the lounges, so you can discuss problems with a human. So that's it, an uneventful, smooth flight in a clean and well-designed suite. No complaints here. As always, if you have any questions or contributions to the discussion, feel free to share in the comments section. For senior and solo travelers, check out the SeniorSoloTravel website and the Facebook forum where you can interact with other travelers. I have left links to all the sites in the description. And if you'd like to follow my senior and solo travel journeys, please like and subscribe. Cheers!